Ambassador Xinwei maintained perfect composure as the Galactic Council's chambers erupted into chaos. 14 different species shouted across the grand amphitheater in their native tongues, translators struggling to keep pace with the outrage. The seven-limbed Earthak representative had turned a violent shade of purple, while the gaseous Melbari diplomat had condensed into an angry crimson cloud. At the center of it all stood Admiral Helena Reyes of the United Earth Fleet, arms crossed, expression unflinching. "Order!" bellowed Grand Arbiter Zixnail, his crystalline form pulsing with blue light. "I will have order in this chamber." The room gradually quieted. Xin exchanged a glance with Admiral Reyes, who gave an almost imperceptible nod. "The evidence presented is irrefutable," Zixnail continued. "The human vessel Poseidon engaged and destroyed 3 Draxis dreadnoughts in 17 minutes. Vessels that have, until now, been considered among the most formidable in known space." Ambassador Vekalar of the Draxis Imperium rose, his scaled skin glistening under the chamber lights. "The humans used banned weaponry. Their gravitic shears violated Convention Article 7. Admiral Reyes stepped forward. "With respect, Ambassador, humanity never signed Article 7. We weren't part of the Galactic Council when those restrictions were established." "A convenient oversight," hissed Vekalar. Xinwei cleared his throat. "May I remind the Council that the Draxis vessels attacked the Arcturus colony unprovoked. The Poseidon was the only UEF vessel within range to respond." The Melbury representative swirled ominously. "1 ship. You sent 1 ship against 3 dreadnoughts. As if you knew." "We did not know the Poseidon would prevail," Rice interjected firmly. "We sent what we had. The fact that our technology proved effective is not a crime." Grand Arbiter Zixnail's facets dimmed slightly. "Not a crime, perhaps, but a concern. Captain Ishida's report indicates the Poseidon's primary weapons remain at 78% capacity after the engagement. The ship suffered minimal damage. This suggests that human warships are too powerful," Ambassador Vekalar finished. "Too dangerous to be permitted in galactic affairs." The chamber fell silent. Xinwei had anticipated this reaction, had warned Earth Command it would come. Humanity had developed in isolation, cut off from the galactic community by ancient interdiction beacons that had only failed 30 years ago. In that isolation, human military technology had evolved along different lines, not better, necessarily, but unexpected. Unpredictable. "The Council proposes," Zixnail announced, "that human military vessels be restricted to Earth's solar system until retrofitted with standardized weapon systems in accordance with galactic conventions." Admiral Reyes' jaw tightened. "And leave our colonies defenseless." "The Council will provide protection," the Earthak representative offered too quickly. "Like the protection Arcturus received," Reyes countered. Xinwei placed a calming hand on the Admiral's arm before addressing the Council. "Humanity understands your concerns. But consider this perspective. The Draxis attack was the 3rd unprovoked assault on human colonies in as many months. Each time, we defended ourselves with minimal force." "Minimal?" Ambassador Vekalar sputtered. 3 dreadnoughts. "Which fired first?" Xin interrupted smoothly, "against civilian targets. The Poseidon disabled their weapons systems first and offered surrender. The Draxis captains chose destruction instead. The Melbury diplomat condensed further. What are you proposing, human?" Admiral Reyes stepped forward. "A joint military exercise. Transparent demonstration of our capabilities, all of them under controlled conditions. You fear what you don't understand. So, let us help you understand." Murmurs rippled through the chamber. Xinwei watched the Grand Arbiter carefully. "And if, after these exercises, we still deem human vessels too powerful, Zigsnal asked. Zin smiled diplomatically. Then we'll know we need better diplomats, not weaker ships. A surprised laugh came from the Taurian representative, the first since the session began. Very well, Grand Arbiter Zigsnal decided. Exercises will commence within one standard cycle. Until then, you EF warships will exercise. Restraint. As the council adjourned, Rias muttered, "That went better than expected." "Did it?" Zin replied quietly. "They're afraid of us now." "Good," said Reyes. "Fear can become respect, given time." "Or hatred," Zin cautioned, watching the departing delegates. The admiral smiled grimly. "Then we'd better make sure these exercises impress them enough that they choose respect." Outside the council chambers, the Poseidon maintained orbit, its gravitic shears, powered down but ready, humanity's warning and promise wrapped in steel and innovation.